Hello my dear students, welcome to Kundu tutorial. So again I am welcoming you that Kundu tutorial, again the new session we will start, that cell. Okay, so previously I have started this chapter, the cell, the fundamental unit of life. So what is the cell, what was the cell theory, and who discovered the cell? So everything we have discussed. So now the session is to discuss what is actually the cell. Okay, what is the structure of the cell and what is the basic features do we have inside the cell. Okay, so let's start. And before going to start, who have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that all the new video it will come inside your YouTube channel. Okay students, so let's start. Okay, so today we will discuss about the types of the cell. So types means how many types of cell it will be there in case of the cell. So there are basically two types of cell we are discussing about. That first cell type, it is unicellular. Those organisms who are made up of only one type of cell, this is known as actually unicellular organism. They don't have multi type of cell. Okay, so they have only single type of cell, which is known as unicellular organism. For example, you guys see Euglena, Paramecium, yeast. Okay, so these are the basic example of unicellular, and moreover we can tell the amoeba also. Okay, that eukaryotic but unicellular organism. This is you need to remember. Okay, next it is multicellular organism. Obviously it will come after the unicellular. Which organism is composed of more than one cell? This is very highlighted point from this definition. More than one cell it is having. This is known as the multicellular organism. Let's see the example. Basically higher plants, higher animals, and fungi. Okay, so these are the multicellular, means they have different type of cell. If you take as an example of the human being, obviously in the human being they have digestive cell, they have the respiratory cell. So all it is having in one organism, one single organism it is having. So this is why it is known as multicellular organism. Understood? So guys, this is the view of the multicellular organism under the microscope. Okay, this is the leaf cell, means from the higher plant, and it is a muscle cell from the higher animals like human being. Okay, so this slide, it is very informative slide. Size of the cell we will discuss. The smallest cell, what is the smallest cell? The bacteria. This is the mycoplasma. Okay, what is the size of the mycoplasma? Only 0.1 mu meter. Okay, this is you need to remember. And the largest cell we know that ostrich egg. Okay, we have seen the ostrich in the zoo. Obviously all of you have seen, or all you if you have not seen, then obviously you visit the zoo. Ostrich, that bird, it is available. So ostrich egg, it is the largest cell. Okay, so what is the size? This is the 18 centimeter. Okay, so this small information I have written here. 1 micrometer is equal to 1 by 1000 millimeter. Sometime in the MCQ they can ask this question. Okay, so this is why you need to remember this one also. Okay, so next we will just discuss about the size of the cells in the human being. So here we are specifying the human cells only. Just for example, if you take the sperm cell, okay, the sperm cell, it is very much small. Okay, so 5 mu meter, the smallest. You know that in case of the human being, in the male, obviously in the male body they have only the sperm cell, which is very much smallest cell, which is very much smallest. And in case of the female, who have the largest cell, that is the ovum cell. Okay, so in case of the female one, they have the largest cell, which measures 120 mu meter. And guys, obviously you see the longest cell, which is the very lengthiest cell. Okay, so this is known as the nerve cell. Actually the nerve cell is known as neuron. So this neuron, obviously it is the longest cell, and who have the 1 meter long. Can you imagine the size of the longest cell? 1 meter. So this is why you need to remember all the measurements, so that no one question you will miss. Okay students, next I am coming to the shape of the cell. How the cell, means cell, we know that basically in the human cell or animal cell, it is quite round, but it is a generalized idea we have. But we need to clear obviously the shape of the cell, it can be also different type. How? See, the human RBC, this is circular, but if you see the side view, it will be like bioconcave. Okay, so this is the human blood capillaries. Okay, for the example, it will be the RBC, red blood cell. Nerve cell, obviously it has some branch. In the picture also it is very clear. In the nerve cell they have some branches which is needed for the nerve impulses, which is needed for the carrying the nerve impulses, okay, conducting the impulses. And the human WBC cell, they can change their shape whenever any unwanted particle, if it is coming inside your cell, if any unwanted particle, if it is coming or if it is entering inside your cell, then WBC, what they will do, they will engulf that particle. Okay, so this is why they need to change their shape. Okay students, so these are all about the shape of the cell, and you need to remember this one also. So students, this is about for today. Next day again we will discuss the structure of the cell, and basically I will focus the feature of the cell as well as the diagram. Like this, the small information I will be sharing with you, so that you need to stay tuned with this channel and you need to subscribe my channel as soon as possible. So take care all of you. Have a good day.